Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. This is going to be a great video right here. This is this is leading up to the most disturbing videos of 2024. So you guys stay tuned, do whatever you gotta do, and I hope you guys are having a good day, chill day, all that good stuff. With all that being said, let's get right into it.
He sees dinner. Just hold it nice and close to the top. Don't drop it yet.
Careful.
Make him come
Be
get
careful. Is he gonna fall? Ooh.
Here's a man chilling at a tropical marina and looking to make a friend. He's being
No.
instructed by a nice person off camera who seems to be providing instructions on how to feed some mysterious beast that lives under the boat. Given the size of the fish he's holding, whatever it is must be pretty large. Then we see it. A giant mouth that
Did he bite his hand?
the man's hand.
Yeah. That was close.
What was it? Most likely a Goliath grouper, which can grow up to 8 feet long and weigh more than 800 pounds. I guess it's better to be friends than enemies. Okay, so this video is tough to watch. A truck is shown dumping its entire load into a river, and it's not just a little litter. It's full, and everything goes right into the water.
Yo, me seeing this, it made me wonder, like, where's all our garbage going? Like, they're just dumping it in the water. That's so nasty. And that's crazy because I'm pretty sure they do the same stuff with our garbage, right? Or am I wrong? That's nasty.
Watching this video really upsets me, and I can't help but wonder why someone would do this. A lot of people on Reddit have speculated that rich countries might pay poorer countries to take the trash because it's cheaper than recycling. If you know anything about this, let me know in the comments.
That's freaking nasty, man.
Shocking home surveillance footage from March 2024 revealed the terrifying moments in which a grandmother was forced to defend herself and protect her 4-year-old granddaughter from a home invader.
Get back! Get back! I have a gun! Get back! Get back!
911 emergency.
There's a guy came into my house. He's trying to take my car. Please help me.
Joseph Rivera, age 32, was captured on camera entering
too
the
old to
home
be doing
days
that.
ago after crashing a stolen vehicle nearby. He demanded car keys from the panicked grandmother, who complied with his request before retreating to a bedroom, arming herself and locking the door.
Get back! I will.
Too old to be doing that again.
No! Because you're in my house! I will get you water, but if you hurt me, I'm gonna shoot you again. God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh God, this is not happening.
When Rivera returned demanding more keys, the homeowner shot Rivera a single time. She can be heard in a panicked state offering Rivera some water but threatening to shoot him again if he hurts her. She also apologizes while waiting for the police. Surprisingly, Rivera survived and was arrested while passed out. He faces charges of burglary, attempted felony, and receiving/transferring a stolen motor vehicle.
Tough. Was it worth it? It wasn't worth it, as you can
This
see.
man didn't just leave the gas station with gas, he also got himself his own souvenir. At a red light, this driver quickly gets out of his car to rip out a gas nozzle that's still inside of his vehicle. He throws it into the back of his truck and gets into his car like nothing happened.
What? Yo, what? Are you serious? This is real. Come on, yo. So this video is 5 hours long. So we're not gonna sit here for the whole 5 hours. We're gonna do a part 2. So make sure you guys subscribe and post notifications on. We'll be back with a part 2 of this video. We'll probably do like an hour 40 minutes each
In the
day.
dense jungles of Guyana, a horrifying chapter unfolded as Jim Jones, the charismatic leader of the People's Temple, orchestrated one of the deadliest mass murder suicides in history, claiming the lives of 909 followers, including 300 children, in a single tragic day. Jim Jones started the People's Temple in Indianapolis during the 1950s. He was a charismatic leader who advocated against racism, attracting a large following, especially from the African American community. By 1965, he had moved his congregation to Northern California, first settling in Ukiah and later in San Francisco. During the 1970s, allegations of financial fraud, physical abuse, and child mistreatment surfaced against the church, which led to increasing scrutiny from the media. In an attempt to escape growing criticism, Jones, who was becoming increasingly paranoid and was also struggling with drug addiction, convinced his congregation to relocate to Guyana, promising a socialist utopia. They established Jonestown, but life there was far from the paradise he had promised. Residents worked long hours under harsh conditions, faced severe punishments for dissent, and lived under constant surveillance, with their communications censored and movements restricted. The situation reached a boiling point when U.S. Congressman Leo Ryan visited Jonestown in November 1978, following concerns raised by former members and relatives of current members.
People play games, friend. They lie, they lie. What can I do about lies? Are you people going to leave us? I just beg you, please.
The visit ended in tragedy when Jones, panicked by defections from his group, ordered an attack on Ryan and his delegation, resulting in Ryan's death along with 4 others as they attempted to leave. The following day, Jones orchestrated a final, devastating act. He gathered his followers and ordered them to participate in what he called a revolutionary act of syringes were used to administer a lethal mixture of cyanide, sedatives, and fruit juice to the children, followed by the adults under the watch of armed guards. When Guyanese authorities arrived at the site, they were met with a harrowing scene. Hundreds of bodies, many in embraces, strewn across the commune. A small number of residents managed to flee into the jungle, and several dozen, including Jones's sons, survived as they were away from Jonestown at the time. Like we mentioned earlier, lately teenagers have been pulling pranks that are supposed to be funny, but
Hold on. I mean, can I go back? I can't go back. I don't know, but am I the only one that saw that girl? She looked like Queen Latifah. Come on, I can't be the only one that
honestly,
saw that.
they're getting more extreme, and they're not really funny at all.
What's going on?
Just ask this woman, who took a prank very personally and had a completely over-the-top reaction. Now she's facing charges after she tried to run over these kids because of the prank.
What? What did they do?
Maybe an overreaction?
What was the prank? I need a backstory of that.
Oye, para un poquito. Oye, para un poquito. Nancy, para un poquito, oye, mira. Oye, para un poquito.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. He deserved that. Cause why are you sitting right there and she got an axe? At this point, destroy the car. I don't care. I'm not finna sit right next to somebody that got an axe. You just asking to get hit. You're asking to get hit.
Terrifying stories like that are a good reason why it's so important not to ignore situations like this. Here, we see a young lady destroying her boyfriend's car with an axe because he found out she'd been cheating on her. The boyfriend is there filming and actually gets hit by the axe.
Oh, mira. Mira. Para un poco. Mira. Miren. Miren. Eso nada más. Miren.
Lo que te pasa por...
I guess it was
At that point, you might as well.
on pleading with her despite getting knocked down. The lesson here is don't cheat, but also don't be a complete psycho.
Careful.
This video is supposed to be disturbing, but it's actually kind of funny. This guy was caught red-handed on camera trying to vandalize his neighbor's house, but things take a comedic turn when he accidentally falls. First, the stick drops, then it hits him twice, and he ends up on the ground. Even though he falls and looks completely ridiculous, he doesn't hesitate to get up and continue his mischief. The funniest part is the audio. He's making some really weird noises that don't even sound human. It's hilarious.
I'll get you. Well, big I'll nail that outside of the house.
What?
You need to get your carry-on bag.
Choosing the right time to play is critical.
Wait a minute. Wait. Yo, it's not that deep, is it? Is it really that deep? Like, dang.
With your partner is important.
Nah, they must have been together for a long time. Dang, that's crazy.
Especially if your soon-to-be ex is prone to having meltdowns. This girl just got dumped at 30,000 feet, and thanks to her screaming, she's likely to end up on the no-fly list, as well as the no-guy list.
Hey, ma'am, where are your bags? Okay, go ahead, ma'am.
The way that your vehicle was located, I'll have to write you a ticket for improper U-turn. Whenever you complete a U-turn,
I didn't U-turn.
hold on. Whenever you complete a U-turn, you're supposed to be as far to that corner as possible. Okay?
They have another car in front of her. That's why, I cannot parking behind her.
Okay. Well, you are required to go as far away between. You're not supposed to be between any cars. You're supposed to be against that curb line. Okay? I need you to sign with your finger. It's not an admission of guilt. You're just signing saying you'll take care of the citation.
We don't take a stance on police here, because there are good ones and bad ones, just like any other profession. This video shows an elderly Asian man with minimal English skills getting pulled over for an improper U-turn, resulting in an accident.
I don't think that you're understanding what I'm saying here, okay?
I understand. I told you. The car in front of her can
Why are you messing with him, man?
Whenever you make a U-turn,
This cop is a buster. Forget that
The
cop, man.
70-year-old man then attempts to get out of the car and
What an
explains
a-hole, right?
though he and the officer
Just an a-hole cop.
are having difficulty understanding one another.
you see where that car's at? Whenever you enter that area, that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to pull leave any space at all. You're not supposed to leave any space at all.
You see that too, kind
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
I am the
The way where your vehicle was located, your vehicle was not like that.
Sit up.
No.
You sit up. Get on the ground.
No, no, no. See, sir. No, no, no. No, no, no. So I have plan.
Nah. Fuck that. That's some bull crap, man. He shouldn't be able to do that. No. Are you serious? Oh my God. Yo, these cops just they feel like they can do anything because they got this badge on, they got the uniform on, they think they can just do whatever they want. This dude is part of at least 70. Bro, he don't need to be getting thrown around like that. Like, are you serious? He didn't have to do that. This old man is no threat to you, dude. What are you doing? See, stuff like this be making me mad. Like, I do not like seeing stuff like that. That's not cool, and this definitely deserves to be all on the internet. Cause this is not right. Like, he gotta go. Every cops like this, they just need to get fired right away.
The older man and his companion continue to contest the ticket, but the officer lets his temper get the best of him. He tackles the other man for virtually no reason.
Look how he's slamming him.
Process. He was later hospitalized with a brain bleed.
Literally slammed him.
If you've ever lived through an earthquake, you probably know the drill. If your ground is moving beneath you, it's always good to get somewhere safe. Somewhere possibly more steady, but somewhere where the world doesn't feel like it's falling around you. This magnitude 7.6 earthquake suddenly hit the island of Mindanao in the Philippines without much warning at roughly 10:37 p.m. People were out grabbing food, enjoying their night, only to be left covering their heads and hoping nothing glass came raining down on them.
Oh my God.
Is they on a boat? What is going on? Is this a building?
Imagine being out at the market with friends, only for the electrical lines to start exploding and the world shaking from beneath you.
Oh my
It obviously
God.
isn't safe, but where are you supposed to go if you're already out? Sometimes when the world feels like it's coming apart, the best thing you can do is run.
What is going on?
Oh my God, Jesus name.
This is ridiculous.
Oh my God.
This restaurant shows what it's like without the cameras shaking, and CCTV captures the horror of an unexpected earthquake in perfect clarity.
Oh my God. Wow.
Here's another, you don't see that every day, robber from south of the border. It shows two men riding up on a horse and running into a convenience store with guns drawn. But one of the best parts is that the horse initially attempts to follow them in, forcing one of the thieves to jump back on and wait for his brother in crime. And while they may be thieves, there's something pretty cool about this robbery. It's like Red Dead Redemption without all the pesky dialogue.
What did they get? Don't even look like it got anything.
Imagine yourself on a city bus, a place where people of all ages and backgrounds converge for the daily commutes. On this particular day, the atmosphere was tense. Kadisha Bishop was causing a commotion, arguing loudly with other passengers. The air was thick with discomfort and unease.
Uh-oh.
In the midst of the chaos, an elderly man named Sergei Fourner, who was known to be a kind-hearted and gentle man, stepped in. Hoping to diffuse the situation, he politely asked Bishop to be nicer to those around her. His words were intended to calm, not provoke. Unfortunately, they had the opposite effect. Instead of de-escalating, Bishop's response was one of violent violence. As Foreigner prepared to step off the bus, she followed him to the door and, with a sudden brutal shove, pushed him from behind. The force of her push was so powerful that Foreigner was set sprawling headfirst onto the sidewalk. Witnesses on the bus watched in horror as the 74-year-old man lay on the pavement, gravely injured. Emergency services were quickly called and Foreigner was rushed to a hospital. Despite
How
the
did
best
she
efforts of
do
the medical
that?
team, his injuries were severe. After battling for his life for nearly a month, Sergei Foreigner succumbed to his injuries and passed away on April 23, 2019. The initial shock of the incident was compounded by the cold-blooded nature of the attack. Bishop's actions were not just a momentary lapse in judgment, but a violent outburst that resulted in an irreversible tragedy. The community was left grappling with the senseless loss of a man who had simply tried to bring a little peace to a troubling situation. Kadisha Bishop faced serious consequences for her actions. She was initially charged with open murder, reflecting the gravity of the incident. The legal process that followed was complex, involving numerous court appearances and legal arguments. Ultimately, Bishop pleaded guilty to a reduced charge of abuse of an elderly person resulting in substantial bodily harm. This plea, though, was accepted by the court, and in December 2021, she was sentenced to serve between 8 to 20 years in prison.
See, sometimes you gotta not let the anger get the best of you. For real, it's never that deep, y'all. I get it. You hate your job. I get it. You don't want to be there. I get it. You got up super early. You don't have to act like that though. Like, things will get better. Just see it through. You gotta see it through, man. That's sad, man. That is so sad. Like, and now it's like a lose-lose. Like, now you gotta be in jail and you just killed this innocent old man. Sad.
You guys messed up my flight ticket.
What's going on?
Uh-oh.
They messed up my flight ticket. I asked for an aisle. They gave me a middle seat. How is that my problem?
Have you ever missed a flight? Well, it seems that this woman missed her flight and got nervous due to her anger when her seat on the flight was changed. This police cam footage was recorded at Salt Lake City International Airport in 2021. The woman became very nervous and agitated when she was given a middle seat instead of an aisle seat.
What have I done on the plane?
Well,
I would like to ask you what I have done on the plane.
I listened to your side and I listened to their
I'm not asking you about my side. I'm asking you what I have done on the plane. Did I touch someone? Did I touch someone?
What was your name,
Please
Jacqueline?
explain it. Have I spoken to someone? Did I touch someone?
Okay, here's the
Please
deal.
tell me if I've spoken to someone and I've touched someone.
Okay, so
Listen to him. Ask him that question.
all right, Jacqueline, we're gonna
Ask
leave.
him.
Jacqueline, you need to leave now because
No,
you've been denied.
ask him.
The recording shows how the woman is quite upset and disdainfully tells the police officers that it's their fault and that she hasn't done anything wrong.
That's
I don't live
Delta's
here.
not flying.
I live in New York.
Good. Okay. Delta.
Dude, who's paying for my ticket?
You're gonna have to. You got refunded.
I got refunded
Let's go.
to live in Utah?
Jacqueline, okay? We're gonna walk out because you
I
are
don't
not a
live
Delta
here.
passenger.
I don't know anyone here.
You're
If
not a
anything,
Delta
I need to get a
passenger now.
ride back to New York.
Okay,
We'll walk you out to where the other airlines are, okay?
Dude, I don't live here.
Delta is denying you service, okay? Delta Airlines, a private company, is denying you service.
Why
We're gonna go to the other
though?
airline.
Because you guys denied me service. Why? You don't even know why.
Okay,
So
let's
you
walk
better
out.
get me a flight back
Grab
to
your
New
bag.
York.
Okay.
I don't live in Utah.
Jacqueline,
I've never
Jacqueline,
been here.
Jack-
As seconds pass, the woman becomes increasingly nervous, demanding to be told what she's done wrong. When she realizes she won't be allowed to board the flight, she starts screaming and demanding a refund or a flight back to her home in New York.
Conduct
Dude,
is-
this is on you though.
It's not on me, okay?
Yeah, this is on you.
You caused a disturbance. They have deplaned
No,
a plane.
I did not cause a disturbance.
The woman becomes increasingly nervous, screaming nonstop that she doesn't live in Utah, and the moment she tries to hit the police officer, they restrain her and arrest her.
Let's go train.
Stop!
Here, hands behind your back.
Stop!
Hands behind your back. Now. Hands
Stop!
behind your back.
Stop!
Hands behind your back.
Stop! I don't live in Utah.
Stop resisting. Hands behind your
I
back.
don't
Hands
live in
behind your back.
Utah.
Hands behind your
I
back. Stop resisting. Hands behind your back.
Ow, I don't live in
Stop
Utah.
resisting. Stop resisting. Hands behind your back. Gotcha. Stop.
What did she do? I'm just trying to figure out what did she do. What did she do?
I was walking into the store here. I put my hand on the door and I heard a loud bang and yelling at the corner. Recounted Shane Ramsch, a man who narrowly escaped a bizarre and dangerous incident. Earlier this year, right outside of a store, a saw blade, seemingly coming from nowhere, sped across the parking lot at an alarming rate. Caught on the store's security camera, you can see Shane just stepping into the store. Within moments, the saw blade rolls quickly across the ground in the same direction as Shane, and if he had taken just a few seconds longer to enter, he might not have lived to tell his story. The store owner mentioned that everyone shopping was in shock when the blade slammed into the wall.
Yo, so I come to my car, I see this letter on my car. I'm parked at my homeboy's crib. And I get this letter, please do not park in front of our home. So I went and knocked on the door and asked why. It's a public street. And she said she owns this parking spot. She owns it.
Here's a guy who was simply trying to visit a friend, filming a note he found waiting on his car upon leaving. It seems polite enough. Please do not park in front of our home. Upon asking the homeowner what the problem was, he was informed that she apparently owns the parking spot, despite it very clearly being a public street.
This guy right here is on my property.
Because I knocked on the door.
Coming and knocking on my door and causing us problems. I don't know who this guy is, but he needs to leave.
And I asked
Can you
why was
leave
she...
my property?
I'm not on your property.
Leave my property.
I'm not on your property.
Sure, leave my property.
I'm on the sidewalk. I'm a public.
Leave my property.
I'm on public property.
You need to leave my property.
I can stay right here.
Okay, that's it. That's it. I've had enough. Why are you laughing?
Because that's the rudest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Moments later, the young Karen appears, apparently on the phone with the police. An argument ensues over the definition of public versus private property.
This is a public street. This is a public street. So of course I'm gonna knock on your door.
Then I'm gonna put a note on your car. Don't park in front of my house.
This isn't. This is. Where does it say this is property of?
28455 Hidden Hills, right there.
That's your property.
That's my property.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Can you leave?
No, it's not.
You don't live here, sir.
It doesn't matter. I'm visiting.
Okay.
So do you do this for everyone that comes and visits?
No, but there's people who park in front of my house continually.
It doesn't matter.
Can you please leave?
Oh no. This is. I have every right to be right here.
You have right to stay there, but you don't have to be.
You don't. This is a.
Please don't park
Please don't park in front of the house.
You know what I'm gonna do? I might just come out here and park every weekend right here.
Sure could. You
And
could
I'm
if you
gonna
wanted.
for everything.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'm
This some rude ass shit.
You're being rude right now.
No.
Yeah.
Bro, you already know that's wrong.
Next comes the husband. What the homeowners don't seem to understand is that this man can park wherever he wants.
I'm asking you not to park in front of my house. That's
Well,
not what we're doing now.
you can ask all day long.
Right, and you could say you're not gonna. That's fine. But other than that, filming just childish little things.
No. This is childish, bro.
No, you're being childish.
No. You
I'm not your bro. You're being
childish. I'm not your bro. Like, it don't matter. You can call the police. You can call whatever.
I don't need to call the police. Why would you do that?
Whatever your wife is doing.
My wife is not doing anything except saying please don't park in front of her house. And we're allowed to do that. This is America.
And I'm allowed to knock on your door and ask why.
You sure are.
Right.
Now you know the reason. So
Okay.
have a nice day. Okay? Go about your business.
Nah, man.
Yeah, you can stand there and film me all day. You just look like a stupid person.
No. This is stupid.
The resulting discussion is pretty childish, but it's clear the homeowners are in the wrong here.
2 minutes for a single sandwich, and I'm about to miss a flight. So I appreciate it if you could put a cap in your stuff. Doesn't take that long to put egg and bread together.
Oh wow, you shouldn't be talking to her like that.
So again, you don't want to make sandwiches? There's hundreds of billions of places higher.
We're going to see plenty of examples of how entering an airport apparently has the ability to turn a person's Karen dial up to 100.
Find something you like the sandwich. Why the f are you giving it away and trying it out? I paid for it. That sounds even stupider.
This woman is really giving this poor employee hell for taking too long to make her sandwich, but you have to admire the young lady's restraint and not talking back as much as she should.
That was nice. Thank you.
And to think she acted like this and still got her food.
Crazy.
Going to a football game in the US typically involves a lot of yelling and a lot of alcohol. And considering opposing fans are often intermingling in the stands, things can get heated at times. This is one such case. Video shows an angry Washington Commanders fan yelling at people behind him before losing his balance and tumbling over a series of seats. The only consolation is that, this being a Washington Commanders game, there probably weren't that many people there to see him.
Imagine if
That could have been
level
worse.
up more than halfway past your kitchen window.
Oh wow.
It's a terrifying thought, but it's also part of life for people in Hamburg, Germany. Storm surges like the one in this clip submitted by McHamburg happen several times every year.
Some quick thinking by neighbors in Mongolia saved the life of a man whose apartment had caught on fire. They worked together to move a parked car from underneath the window before stretching out a sheet and encouraging the man to jump down. I bet he's glad to have neighbors like these.
That's dope. That's so cool, man.
Get out of my way.
An American,
Get
and
out
I
of my
have
way.
the right to
Get out of my way.
The law.
You are assaulting me.
No, I'm
You are
not. You
assaulting
are
me.
assaulting me because you are running me over.
In this video, we've seen some terrible behavior, but we haven't encountered any Karens. Until now. The scene unfolds on a peaceful public path where a man is simply riding his legal e-bike. Everything seems normal until a woman suddenly steps in his way. With a confrontational stance, she begins arguing that he can't ride his bike on the path, despite it being perfectly legal.
In 2014, the Pennsylvania statute says this is an electric bicycle and is allowed on everything that anything bicycle is allowed. You are obviously ignorant of the law, and you have no right to stop me. You have no right to stop me on my way to a doctor's appointment. I ride this because I have a medical condition, and you have no right to stop me and question me.
The man tries to calmly explain the rules and the reasons why his e-bike is allowed there. However, the woman, filled with unwavering anger, refuses to listen. Her shouting escalates and she starts blocking his way, making it difficult for him to pass. Despite the man's efforts to stay calm and reason with her, she continues her tirade, disregarding his explanations entirely.
Always them Karens.
Loud and aggressive behavior is unsettling, and it's clear she has no intention of backing down or understanding the situation.
Ma'am, I did.
Yes.
Ma'am, get away
And
from...
then
I am on my way to a doctor's appointment. I am going to be late.
I know what my rights are.
You don't know what your rights are.
You. I did
Get
not
out of my way.
Illegal vehicle.
You do not have any right
Yes,
to keep
I
blocking me.
do.
Get out of my way.
I do. You will
You do
calm
not have
down
any
and treat me civilly.
You don't have
I
any
treated
right.
you civilly.
No, you don't
Yes,
have.
I did. Yes, I did.
Get out of my way. You asshole. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. You are...
Why is she doing this? Like, she deserved to get hit. I don't care. You supposed to be going home with your dog, and you're all in the way. Don't you got a salad to be making? Like, come on. Don't you got dinner to be making at home? Go home. Like, why she? I will never understand it. I will never get it.
My clothes were stuck.
Get out of my way.
That's what I'm talking about. Get out of my way, lady.
After what feels like an eternity of back and
She
forth,
doing?
the man finally finds an opportunity to maneuver his e-bike around her. He manages to escape her relentless objections and rides away, leaving the confrontation behind him. As he pedals away, there's a palpable sense of relief. The path is once again clear, and the man can continue his journey. Picture this. A night filled with mystery and intrigue, shrouded in the secrecy of a legendary secret society. That's exactly what viewers across America witnessed when footage of the Skull and Bones initiation ritual hit the airwaves. Thanks to the investigative prowess of Ron Rosenbaum, 68, and some brave Yale students, we got a peek behind the curtain of this clandestine organization. The scene is set in the eerie courtyard of the Skull and Bones tomb, where cloaked figures gather under the cover of darkness. As the camera pans, we see participants lying on the steps, while others donning cloaks perform what can only be described as macabre theatrics.
New York Observer investigative reporter Ron Rosenbaum accompanied a team of Yale students who shot these pictures 9 days ago. Rosenbaum's curiosity about Skull and Bones was permanently piqued when, as a classmate of George W. Bush, he lived right next to the Tomb, the group's heavily fortified home. From their perch, Rosenbaum and his cohorts taped the Tomb's courtyard. What they captured, they say, was initiates, known as neophytes, being forced to kiss a skull.
Shouts of "Kiss the Skull" echo through the night, as if straight out of a horror movie. But wait, there's more. In the background, a distorted voice adds to the chilling atmosphere, making it seem like something out of a conspiracy theorist's wildest dreams. However, not everyone was convinced by the footage. Stephen McDonald, 73, a Skull and Bones alumni member, expressed disbelief, suggesting that the events may have been staged. Well, if that's the case, someone deserves an Oscar for their performance. In the end, whether it was a genuine initiation or a theatrical production, one thing's for sure: the Skull and Bones Society continues to capture the imagination of the public. Who knows what other secrets lie within those hallowed halls? A truck driver's own dash cam captured the horrifying moments when he plowed into a group of bikers while driving on the wrong side of the road.
No. Get out of it. Come on. No!
The incident took place on March 23, 2024 on State Route 163 in Nevada. Tragically, 22-year-old Owen Hart, who was just out for a ride to celebrate his birthday with his 21-year-old fiancée Athena Joy, died in the crash along with 44-year-old biker Jeremy Gabo. The truck driver, identified as Claude Rafiki, age 29, pled guilty to 3 counts of reckless driving resulting in death. Police had initially suspected Rafiki of driving under the influence after an unsatisfactory field sobriety test, but his toxicology reports come back as negative except for licensed medication. Rafiki stated that he was driving on the wrong side of the road due to windy conditions. However, after hearing his plea, the judge sentenced him to the maximum penalty of 4 to 10 years in prison.
That's it? That's
Just hours before the tragic attack at the Manchester Arena in 2017, CCTV footage shows the suspect, Salman Abedi, shopping at a local convenience store.
Looking at that CCTV, it's the same guy that's been in the shop several times in the past. He looks exactly like the guy that they're saying that has done the bombings. His eyes stand out so much from the guy that we recognise from the past. It makes me feel quite scared, really, especially being as we're all so close in this shop. We're like a small family. We all get along, all our regular customers, especially the customers that live in the same building where he could be making this bomb.
The store clerk who provided the footage mentioned that Salman was a regular customer, and on this particular visit, he purchased tuna, almonds, cleaning products, and air freshener. What makes this so haunting is that Salman appeared to be engaging in a completely ordinary activity. His shopping list was unremarkable, and the clerk, who had spoken to him many times, had no indication of what he was capable of. Yet, just hours after this footage was captured, he would be responsible for the deaths of 22 innocent people at the Manchester Arena. This video shows a man looking at luggage tags at the airport, likely to identify which one is his. However, as he's checking the tags, his headphones fall off into the carousel. A nearby woman then grabs them, puts them on her neck, and just strolls away with them, all while the poor man just looks around frantically.
wow. Some headphones? No one gonna stop the lady. You don't know where his headphones went.
That is some highly opportunistic theft, especially from an older, well-dressed woman who appears far from the usual suspects.
No one noticed that?
To go far from your home to find an absolute horror. While cleaning his
That's
pool,
insane.
this man encounters something.
Hmm?
We don't know what's going on. Not really. The clip shows him frozen in place, not moving, or perhaps unable to. However, on the right side of the screen, you can see a black, inhuman-looking figure walking closer to the camera. The man is frozen, paralyzed as a girl comes up to him. The comments claim he was suffering from a seizure, which is likely, but what was that figure walking up? Right before, what happened in the pool when he jolted the net out? The simplest explanation is expected, but some things aren't meant to be really explained.
Mm-hmm. That was weird.
What the f***? Oh my god! What the f***? Oh my god! No way! God, are you serious? Why are you attacking
Connected
us?
to rider support. This call may be recorded
my
for quality
God.
assurance.
Oh my god. Holy
This group of women records the scary moment when their driverless vehicle is being ambushed by a mob in San Francisco. The ladies are audibly terrified as a bunch of young thugs spray paint the body of the car and throw things at it. The most diabolical of all, they do this with such menacing grins. Kinda reminds you of that movie The Purge.
Yeah.
Hi, we're getting attacked? Yeah, there's people spray painting the car and they're throwing things at it and now running away.
Are you guys okay? How do you need
No, we're not okay. We need, they're like hitting us with stuff.
The car.
Yeah, so just to set expectation that a member of our event response team may join us to assist you with the next steps. But for the meantime, we'll go ahead and call 911 for you right away.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Please? Yeah, what should we do?
I'll be on silent hold for a minute, but I'm contacting 911 now to help us with the situation. And please assure that the doors are locked and you're safe inside this car.
Oh, it's trying to drive away.
Yeah, it's trying to drive away. How do we...
It's trying to move you.
Yeah.
The situation is made even more distressing when the girls try to call for help and are attended by a very unfilling customer service.
Is this a self-driving car? I think that was a self-driving car.
This video was recorded during a terrible accident on the Beijing subway. In the recording, we can see people feeling nervous and the electricity has gone out, leaving them in the dark and having to illuminate themselves with their mobile phone flashlights. What happened is that one train car hit another train car due to weather conditions. It's estimated that 515 people were hospitalized and another 100 suffered broken bones.
Shit. And I'm about to come back and put Free Palestine too. The Free Palestine, look, what you looking at? You know damn well there's a genocide. You know there's a genocide. Now stop it. I'm taking this shit down. I believe this one. Take this one down right here. What are they gonna do? They can't do nothing. I don't stand for it. I don't stand for it. I don't stand for this. There's genocide, and I don't stand for Zionism. And Montclair, I don't support it. There's a genocide. You know that, right? They're killing children. What's the purpose? Be proud of your heritage. Y'all understand there's a genocide, right? You understand, right? There's nothing against people who are Jewish, but this is not okay.
People getting flags incorrect is such a common issue that it's almost its own internet subgenre at this point. In this case, a young woman triggered by the ongoing conflict between Gaza and Israel has decided to remove some offensive Israeli flags from a local restaurant.
Some things should just be left alone. Like, that was just uncalled for. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just a flag. You know?
She even confronts several of the workers, reminding them that they are, as she puts it, supporting genocide.
This is Ricky. Who's this?
This is Ricky.
What? Really?
Ricky.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was Israel. My bad. Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit, my bad.
What?
Look, it looked like Israel. It's really not. Okay, well, you want it back? Well, I did it already. This is not okay.
The only problem is that the restaurant is Greek, and they are, as you might expect, flying a Greek flag, which, aside from the colors, has little in common with Israel.
Chasing TikTok trends for clout used to mean doing a dance on camera. Now it means weaving in and out of traffic at over 100 miles per hour.
They do be doing this now. What is called cutting up.
In this harrowing footage posted by Gardopolis 2, which shows a person driving recklessly, almost losing control, and almost losing their life for it. When a car suddenly changes lanes in front of him, the driver has to swerve out of the way at the last second, almost driving headfirst into a lane divider at high speed. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but the situation had the potential to be much, much worse.
For real. Oh my God.
McDonald's workers have seen many surreal things, but this one takes it to another level.
Oh my goodness.
A customer captured a video showing a truck engulfed in flames in the McDonald's parking lot.
Oh my God. That McDonald's done for, I can tell you that. If they don't hurry up and get a firefighter out there, it's done for. What the heck?
The truck is completely on fire. Seconds later, the truck explodes and chaos emerges. In this pub's CCTV footage, it's a bit tricky to see what's happening at first, but Conor McGregor, usually known for his exploits in the UFC ring, is the main character. The video starts with McGregor offering his brand of whiskey to an elderly man who politely refuses. Not taking the refusal well, McGregor quickly escalates the situation by throwing a punch at the unfazed man. The elderly man remains seated, barely reacting, while the bar springs into action with staff pulling McGregor away. This robber duo gets a mark for creativity, but unfortunately, 0 for effectivity. Wearing Guy Fawkes masks, this pair is caught on CCTV trying to blow up an ATM with an enormous pink balloon. Looks like someone watched V for Vendetta and got inspired to emulate its pivotal explosive moment.
How did he do that?
However, the plan blows up in their face because the blast isn't strong enough to destroy the cash point. It managed to shatter the front door, but a few seconds later, the burglars scurry away so quickly upon realizing they weren't getting any cash.
I guess they got
Video
caught.
of someone's death. You realize this, right?
I know.
This is how you die at the Grand Canyon.
You know what
What's
I'm
going
gonna
on?
trigger? But not even I do that. You know me. It's just.
Please be careful. Please. Don't do this to yourself.
They went on top of that thing right there.
What?
I'm telling you, you can't climb that. That's bigger than you think it is.
That big rock?
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy.
This guy's gonna die. Oh, let's jump. I can get up there. I have a really big.
Are you even allowed to do that?
What's he doing?
Here's another video that demonstrates why a dozen people fall to the deaths at the Grand Canyon every year. Luckily, the two young men in this clip were not part of that statistic, but they were
Good.
certainly living on the edge. One guy makes his way across the canyon's edge while onlookers wonder how the boys got down there in the first place and whether they'll make it out alive.
I'm thinking that's not really a good idea.
I'm thinking that's like the worst idea of the century.
That's what we said. What is he doing? He's gonna try to grab onto that tree to pull himself up there? Is he an idiot?
Yes, that's what he's gonna do. He's taking his coat off. Oh my god, he's gonna die.
He is gonna do it, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Oh my god!
That was close.
I
That
see
was
somebody
close.
getting arrested in the really near future.
When the young daredevil comes to a gap on the rocks, he takes a death-defying leap. Thankfully, this kid has mountain goat blood, but as the woman watching predicts, he could soon have a criminal record too.
Dang. Pulling up all crazy like that. What's going on? Oh my goodness. You really gonna keep destroying the car?
After losing custody of her daughter to her ex-partner, the woman captured in this footage must have felt at a loose end. Deciding that her best course of action was to drive her car into her ex's newly purchased home, She must have thought it would teach him a lesson. In reality, it only proved that the court has the right to award custody of their child to him and not her. This footage from Ontario shows some men driving up to a movie theater and walking in with a bucket full of something unknown.
What's the point?
The men then head directly to the lobby, where they place the bucket down and throw some flaming objects at it, causing it to erupt in flames.
What are they trying to accomplish here? What's happening?
The suspects then ran back to the vehicle and pulled away. Nobody is sure what could have possibly spurred this attack, but fortunately, the building's sprinkler system was activated to extinguish the fire, and none of the movie theater were injured.
People do crazy things on the roads. It's high stress depending on what's happening. When people are pissed off, they're more likely to try to leverage the size and strength of their car against you. This clip captures the moment as a road rager gets angry, deciding to tail and harass someone who wouldn't let them get around. At one point, the driver makes his way up next to the person filming them, shouting obscenities and threatening him to stop the car.
No, like, just go home. Like, I don't be getting people. Like, just go home, please. Can we not do this? Like, come on, man.
The driver knows better than to stop, knowing other people's stories of being surprised by a concealed weapon in the aggressor's car. Luckily for this clip, however, the driver behind him is angry and stupid, and instead of parking his car when he gets out to give the driver a piece of his mind, he puts it in reverse.
Now you gotta run after this car.
This sends the car careening down the road and the driver has to run back. All of this commotion allows the driver to escape somewhere far away from their would-be assailant. The scene is more likely to appear in a Tarantino movie rather than in real life. The video was taken by the dashcam of a taxi driver and shows how an attempted robbery ended with scared robbers by the taxi drivers. The video shows how two men enter the taxi and point a gun at the driver, telling him to give them all of his money. The driver, who has no fear at all, starts driving in a rather scary way, and it works. The two men start freaking out and screaming, begging the driver to stop.
That'll work. That worked.
The driver has no mercy for them and keeps scaring them with the ride when all of a sudden the two men jump out of the car and the driver starts chasing them. The video ends with two thieves without their mission accomplished, but probably with a lesson learned.
It worked. It definitely worked. Good job. What is that?
It's rare that you see a video that makes you want to scream and run away as much as this one. At first, you simply see a Russian man rolling something out of the water. However, moments later, it becomes clear that what he's found is actually a sea mine. These are essentially traps set for boats and they're loaded with dynamite. Despite the fact that this thing could still go off at any time, bystanders simply stand there and watch him struggle with it. Some other guys even go to help him.
What? So that thing can blow up at any time right now. That's crazy.
Let's hope the cameraman had the good sense to run after he stopped filming.
Ew.
While we're on the subject of total pieces of, here's a literal one for you. This lady is letting her dog poop in her neighbor's yard, but seeing as she has no intent to clean it up, she realizes that there is a camera watching her and covering her face. If you own a home, you know that scenes like this are pretty much a daily occurrence. Unfortunately, public shame is the only real weapon we have.
That's messed up. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't realize what she was doing at first. Nah, I see.
What possesses someone to be a bully?
What is going on?
At first, this seemingly harmless footage posted by Reddit user I Am Not Borat is just a typical one-wheel fan riding their motorized board along the quiet street. Then from out of nowhere, a gang of bikers rides past laughing at them. The one-wheel rider seems unfazed until the final biker rides alongside them and kicks them off balance, sending them tumbling to the asphalt. The sheer lack of consideration for this person's safety is disturbing, but they don't seem to have been seriously injured.
That's not cool, bro. Come on, man.
Many of us have had disputes with our neighbors, and this one crossed all boundaries of normal neighborly disagreements and ended in a fatal shooting. Let's rewind to understand what happened. Police were called to the scene, and body cam footage captured the initial interactions between the officers, Owens and Lawrence.
What's going on this evening?
Lots of children screaming their full heads off, running around. I had my truck parked in front here, so I didn't have to listen to the screaming and yelling. As soon as I moved the truck, the kids are coming up. I'm like, guys, stop. They know they're not supposed to be over here.
Ike Owens, a mother of 4, and Suzanne Louise Lawrence were neighbors with a history of tension. Lawrence had frequently complained about Owens' children playing near her property, viewing their presence as a disturbance. On the day of the incident, tensions escalated. Lawrence accused Owens' children of trespassing and making noise close to her home. She confronted the children and reportedly threw an object at them. This action infuriated her further. Angered by Lawrence's behavior towards her children, Owens went to Lawrence's house to discuss the situation, as any concerned neighbor would.
I said, go wherever you live. Listen, you're not that knock. His mother comes over here. If you treat my son like that again, I'm going to rip your ass out and go beat you up.
What's going on, y'all?
That's the mom that went over there and spoke with her.
Okay. I did up. Y'all on school break yet?
Yeah.
When'd that start?
Like a week ago.
I know some people aren't starting until tomorrow.
Yeah. You guys some stuff to do.
Yeah. Oh, we got dog duty over here.
Wait, hold on. Oh my God, did you? I'm so sorry.
So close.
I'm thank God.
Usually happens every shift, so.
He's right there, bro. I know, I gotta pick him up.
Okay. So, were you the guys that this lady was mad about?
Yes, and I just want to say that every time, like even if we're not.
Hold on. Let's bring it down.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're okay.
Every time, even if we're not on our property and we're just like being loud and playing basketball over there because there's a basketball game.
I got you.
Like she just calls us names.
Okay.
Yeah, like literally all the kids, because that's an open spot right there.
Yeah.
All that is not her property.
I got you.
The guy that I was telling this officer right here, this guy has said numerous times, y'all come over here and play, because they all like to play football and stuff.
Okay.
So he's okay with it, and that's where they mainly are. They're more on his side.
Whose mom are you? Any of them?
Well, they're all mine. I'm saying no.
Hey.
My kids aren't really here, but they're always outside playing with them.
There is still someone with a gun.
She's inside.
Okay.
Where?
Bro.
Where?
Ex-military. She's in that house, bro. That apartment. Right here. This first apartment. Sheriff's office, come outside with your hands up. This is the Marion County Sheriff's Office. Come outside with your hands up. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Turn around. Turn around. Where's your gun at? You got hands? You got hands? You're going to be detained. Is there anybody else in the house?
There's somebody else in the house. Can I just get my water?
No, not right now.
All right.
You're not under arrest. You're being detained.
Okay, I understand.
Come over here.
Oh, wait, can close the door? I have 2 cats inside.
Hold on.
I want the cats to run out.
Unfortunately, the situation took a tragic turn. Lawrence, from inside her home, shot Owens through the door. Owens was unarmed and had simply approached to resolve the ongoing issues. The incident led to charges against Lawrence, sparking discussion about self-defense, neighborhood disputes, and the role of law enforcement in de-escalating such conflicts.
Cumberland police arrived to this gas station after receiving a call that an intoxicated man was outside of the establishment offering alcohol to random customers. The man had already been subject to a welfare check.
He's just man. These are some disturbing clips, man. Oh my goodness.
Meant that he was
They're
in
not
no
playing
state
around
to
here.
drive. But instead of dealing with the police, the man decides to try and flee, which takes the police away from the gas station into a chase, which ends up with him crashing his vehicle into a lake.
Okay, I'm gonna have you turn the car off. What? Your headlights are on. You shut those off too. And hand me the keys.
Why?
Because plates don't match the vehicle. The vehicle hasn't been registered since 2019. Why are you driving it?
My boy back to dub.
You said you have a Jaguar.
I do have a Jaguar.
Well, why aren't you driving that?
Because there's no brakes.
Then you probably shouldn't be driving.
I'm gonna go peacefully.
As soon as you gonna do anything, I'm gone.
323, can you park behind him? He is threatening to flee.
Can you hear me?
Ruben?
Don't fucking about it. I'm not going to prison. I know you will.
Okay, we don't want to stand out here, but we're not angry. We're not gonna get angry. This whole situation is so recoverable.
It's not recoverable.
It is. I promise you it is.
Okay, what about your back pockets? Can you turn around and face away from me?
Deep down in my heart, I'm ethnocentric, which means I think my race is the superior one.
Oh.
Wait, no, let me finish. Let me finish.
Hey, look. So, white is better than all.
No, let me finish. Let me
Go
finish.
ahead. Hey.
I think everybody thinks that, they're just not honest about
Hey,
it.
I'm not racist though. I like all types of colors.
Did I say I don't like people?
People only think
Wait,
that.
so you said you are what? You are racist? You saying you're like, you're
I
racist?
think everybody's a racist at that level.
No, but you said you are racist.
To say Texas doesn't have a great history when it comes to race relations is a bit of an understatement, but this teacher is taking things to a whole new level. While on camera, after stating that he's ethnocentric, which he improperly defines as meaning that he thinks his race is the superior one, he admits that he is not only racist, but thinks that everyone else is as well.
So you're racist. I think I slightly before you can stop speaking.
Put your phone up.
I respected you. I actually respected you for a while, but like
I'm putting
now,
your phone up.
I don't even got no more respect for you.
Put it up.
Yeah, bro. I don't think I got respect for him no more, bro.
The fact that he explains this fact so calmly while being filmed is truly baffling. The fact that he was only placed on leave is even more so. A camera
Bro really said that to them kids.
captured the insane moment when a police boat backflipped and ended up underwater.
No.
The captain failed to slow down or notice the steel cable used for a ferry crossing, which resulted in a scene that looked straight out of a cartoon.
That's not funny. That's tough though. What?
Thankfully, the captain managed to escape and the boat was later recovered from the bottom of a lake.
It's tough.
Zara Alina, 35, a fresh law graduate working at the Royal Courts of Justice, was finally hitting her stride in life. Friends described her as the happiest she had ever been. But on the night of June 26, 2022, while walking home after a night out at a bar on Ilford High Street, her promising life was brutally cut short.
No.
That same night, Jordan McSweeney, a criminal with a history of violence, was thrown out of another bar for harassing staff and began roaming the streets. With 28 convictions for 69 offenses, McSweeney had been released from prison on probation just 9 days earlier. Authorities had tried to revoke his probation 2 days prior due to his failure to meet his probation officers, but their attempts came too late. Reports indicate that McSweeney approached several women that night, all of whom rejected him, before he encountered Zara. Surveillance footage captures his erratic and threatening behavior as he prowled the streets just before targeting her. McSweeney attacked Zara, dragging her into a driveway where he violently kicked and stomped on her before sexually assaulting her. Zara was later found with severe injuries and succumbed to them at the hospital.
Zara Alina was just 35 years of age. She has been described by her family as a joy, a beloved human being, a friend, niece, cousin, granddaughter and friend to all. She was attacked while walking alone on a residential street. She had every right to be there. She had every right to feel safe. But instead, she was the victim of shocking violence. We are working tirelessly alongside communities and our partners to make sure women can feel safer and crucially safer in our city. Jordan McSweeney has pleaded guilty today to the most serious offences. He is clearly a very dangerous individual, and his guilty plea today means that he is certain to serve a considerable period of time behind bars.
McSweeney was sentenced to 38 years in prison.
Guys, this is why you don't date a f***ing psychopath. You want to see what I came home to from work? Here you go. TV one. My mirror broken. There's gasoline poured everywhere. I mean, everywhere.
There's no telling what a person might do when a relationship goes south. This woman found out the hard way when she returned home to find that her house had been trashed and gasoline had been poured all over the place. The culprit? Her ex-boyfriend, of course.
Threw the couches outside, poured gasoline everywhere, destroyed both TVs. My couches are in the front yard.
Let's hope she managed to get out of that situation ASAP.
That's tough, man. Now they gotta clean all that up. Alright, this is gonna be the last one. I'm gonna cut it. See what this about.
We're lucky to have dash cams in our lives. Every time a new clip of something insane happening on the road surfaces, a new wave of people install them in their car. And that's for the best, because these dangerous sorts of situations happen all the time. This driver catches a perilous encounter with a motorist as they aggressively cut him off in traffic. He attempts, multiple times, to get around and away from them, but they won't let him go. Suddenly, the motorcyclists gang up on the man, driving into his car and attempting to remove him from the vehicle.
Huh? Sorry, no, sorry. Hey. Sorry. Sorry.
Thankfully, the driver drives away quickly enough to get himself to safety, but even just a few moments more and it could have ended in disaster. Road rage is a killer. It's best to find an exit if possible.
Alright, we're gonna cut it right there. Alright, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and cut it right there. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll be back tomorrow with the finishing of this video. This video is 5 hours long. So we got a bunch of good clips, more good clips to get into. I like this video so far, so we're gonna bring this back tomorrow. Hope you guys can finish that with me. You know, don't worry about my hair. I just dyed my hair. Don't worry about that. But with all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next upload. You guys have a good rest of your day. Chill rest of your day. With all that being said, peace.